This segment is brought to you by the Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers.
Welcome back to Farm Factor and the Kansas Soybean Update.
This is the Kansas Soybean Update. It's brought to you by the Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers. Steve Swaffar joins us. He's the Executive Director of NoTill on the Plains Incorporated. And Steve, we're not that far away from the 23rd Annual NoTill on the Plains Winter Conference, January 29th and the 30th in Wichita.
We've got a great set of speakers this year, including some high-profile soil scientists and progressive producers. And we think we'll have a little something for everybody this year.
And this is one, as it always has been the case, something for who is just beginning no-till farming practices or who are advanced in no-till farming practices.
We have sessions on the 28th that are aimed just at somebody who's getting started. We also have a session on the 31st for folks that are more advanced, and this year we even have a special workshop for those looking at reducing their fertilizer budget.
You also have an early bird deadline if people want to register as well?
The end of this month, December 31st, is our last day to register for our regular pricing, and then on January 1, the prices will go up just slightly.
Having the pre-session is something new, the pre-conference workshop that you have on the 28th.
We have a special guest, Joel Williams, who's going to be talking with producers about how they might be leveraging their nutrients that are in the soil, how they might actually take advantage of some of the nutrients with some plant synergies that are going on, and maybe even some foliar application. So that's an all-day workshop focused specifically on reducing your budget for your fertilizer.
Past the conference itself on January 31st will be the AIM Symposium, and I'm sure that's going to be filled with a lot of great information.
This year we're focused on, again, soil health. We're looking at some nutrient density within foods issues, but also just how one might make the most advantage or take the most advantage of a cubic acre. So making sure that you understand there's value in what's below the surface to your crop.
You also have a special winter conference networking banquet, too.
Right, on Wednesday night, for people staying over for the AIM Symposium, we'll have a special banquet where you can come interact with the other attendees. We're going to have a special presentation about how you can spend $100 on 1 acre and change the world.
And Steve, finally, if people want to register, the best way to do that is go to your website?
Right, www.notill.org. That will give you registration information for all of our events, including some package deals if you register for multiple events.
That is Steve Swaffar, Executive Director of NoTill on the Plains Incorporated, who has been our guest on the Kansas Soybean Update. It's brought to you by the Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers. Learn more at kansassoybeans.org. For Kansas Soybeans, I'm Greg Akagi.
Hope you enjoyed this week's Kansas Soybean Update. Stay with us after the break for more with Kyle Bauer and David Kraft.
What if sustainability were synonymous with U.S. soy? If energy efficiency, water quality, and soil health help define U.S. soy's value, that future is here, the time is now. To meet end-user demands, the Soybean Checkoff is committing to sustainability that's achievable, worthwhile, and enduring. A message from the Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers.